everyone, today I'll be reviewing this documentary I just finished watching on Netflix called Britney versus Spears. Normally I don't see many documentary on Netflix because often their documentary, when I watch them I feel like they made up, not made up of truth or anything, they just made up for stuff. So that's why I don't know, normally I never actually watched any documentary on any celebrity, definitely, because I don't care what they're doing. But normally I don't care, that is true. But when it comes to Britney Spears, she's very interesting celebrity figure in like the Hollywood, like whenever you think about Britney Spears, because although I love all Britney Spears songs, she's truly very talented singer and her voice is very different than anyone else, and her songs, some of her songs I really love. But still, she had such a tragic past when you look back and see. Not that I kept track of any of her past. I don't know. All I know is Britney Spears, one point of her career, she kind of went like crazy. Then she lost custody of her children, and then her dad kind of took over her stuff. That is what I know about Britney Spears' life. So someone who doesn't know anything about this controversy or anything about her, I feel like this documentary starts out really well. Like it sets up Britney Spears, especially it tried to show you behind her, how she starts out. Like we all know how she starts out, but this show does well job on setting up her character, I guess. And how she met her first ex-husband, and her ex-husband. I don't know how many times she got married, but her ex-husband, and how she met him, and then how did she lost. I guess this show never explained detail, but it gives you idea like how did she lose all these things. This show mainly focus on her battle with her dad and the conservatorship she has with him. This show actually goes in details to explain how does all this legal term and things work here. Like there is a two ladies she was explaining here, and I was like, oh really? Like in one point, I found them a little bit interesting, mainly because I don't know what these things are. So when they start explaining to me, I found it somewhat interesting. Again, someone who doesn't know anything about or any gossip. That being said, when I was watching this show, her manager, he came at some point and he started telling like he's innocent, he didn't do anything to her. And I was thinking, Netflix must have paid this guy a lot of money, honestly, and otherwise why would he come up to this show? And because no other people are on this show, like not her dad or anybody, only this guy. He's like her manager is like here and saying like I didn't do anything wrong here. And why would he come up here unless Netflix paid him big amount of money? And definitely his statement was very interesting. I was like, of course he's gonna say he's innocent because he's here to prove himself innocent, I guess. I don't know. That being said, I still thought Britney Spears, she had very interesting life, and all the people she hang with and all the paparazzi, they were following her all day and night. But from the footage or look of it, from the behind the footage look of it, looks like she really enjoyed all the attention from all this paparazzi. I would say that's the only thing I got from the documentary. Still, I would say her life is tragic because of this thing happened to her. Then again, a couple of months ago, I heard she gave a statement that she's trying to get better, like her mental state, her mental state wasn't in the right place. I think a couple of months ago I heard somewhere, and I was like, oh, she's going through so much, This documentary definitely does justice to her character, like Britney Spears. It doesn't make her like, oh, this crazy person we saw on media portrayed her like decade ago. Now we are seeing this documentary actually trying to put her like she was once American sweetheart, which I do agree she was. She seems like, after that, I guess I understand why she did all the things back then. Right now, I would look back and think, because she got this huge fame in such a young age, I guess she just lost it. I would say this first act for this documentary was interesting. Definitely very interesting when all these people come and say stuff. There is even a couple of lawyers here and saying and explaining to stuff about this conservatorship, and I was like, oh, these are like, and why one of the guy who was explaining why he couldn't be her lawyer, all this documentary shows here. Overall, it doesn't mean anything, honestly. That's why I don't like checking out documentary. End of the day, don't really mean nothing because they always try to fabricate the truth. That is what I feel overall anywhere. So, and still, I thought it was interesting checking this out. Anyway, that was my thought on this documentary. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this, and if you enjoyed my video, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave your comment, and please take care.